Gosh, I love you so much.
Oh, thanks.
Can I give you a hug?
No, thanks.
Please?
No, thanks.
A little one.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Oh.
Stop it. Seriously, I'm not good. No, stop it.
It's like, it's great. So
She wants
it's like a double interview.
She wants the show over. Oh my god.
I just think I might have a heart attack.
How you doing?
This is my editor.
How you doing?
My whole team. That's my best friend Taylor. Hello. This is
A hug gets rejected in front of everyone. Jennifer Lawrence practically has to order herself to stay calm. And Britney Spears goes straight to the possibility of having a heart attack. That is what makes these encounters so funny. These are people who are used to red carpets, cameras, and rooms full of celebrities. Then one very specific person appears, and years of knowing how to look composed can disappear in seconds. Some start talking way too much, some can only repeat themselves, and some spend years imagining the moment only to discover they have absolutely no idea what to do with their hands when it finally happens. Selena Gomez does not need an elaborate setup. She is brought into an unexpected encounter, and the person standing in front of her is Shia LaBeouf. Suddenly, basic social skills feel like something she has to retrieve from memory, one word at a time.
Hello. Oh my gosh.
Hey! Hey, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? How you doing?
Selena at least manages to say hello. Taylor Swift gets hit with a different kind of surprise when Ellen talks about Justin Timberlake like he is just a name in the conversation, while Taylor has no idea he is actually there. Her answer sounds less like a sentence and more like someone checking whether reality is still working properly.
We've been hiding you so you didn't know that he was here.
So that makes me less of a jerk.
I'm like,
Really? Yeah.
that's the best surprise ever. This is the best day ever.
That's great.
Brie Larson does not even need a full conversation to begin unraveling. The moment she realizes Jennifer Lopez is nearby, she essentially announces the problem herself. Yes, she knows that is J-Lo, and no, she cannot deal with J-Lo. When your brain gives up before the small talk even starts, the only question left is how you are going to survive the actual encounter.
Oh my god.
Jennifer, I know it's Jennifer Lopez. I know it's J-Lo.
I can't deal with J-Lo.
No, I know. This is how we all feel. Trust me, we all get this way. I even almost
I
cried.
wanted to be an actor. I can't. No.
Isabella Merced seems to have one major advantage. She knows she is standing next to Jim Carrey, and someone else is even there to make the introduction for her. Unfortunately, getting introduced as his biggest fan right in front of him turns that advantage into pressure. Now she only has to accomplish the simplest task imaginable, say hello like a normal person.
Here you are at CinemaCon standing right next to Jim Carrey.
I'm freaking out. I'm just.
Jim, Isabella just wants to say hi. She's your biggest fan.
I'm a big fan. I just want to. Yeah, I really respect your work, and all the cameras are on me. So
Emilia Clarke chooses a smarter strategy. Instead of pretending Matt LeBlanc has no effect on her, she turns her own fangirling into the joke and makes one very specific request. The only catch is that the moment works if Matt is willing to play along, and he does not make her wait long.
I do have one slight request from you, though.
What's that?
So would you be able to ask me how I'm doing?
Oh, yes, do that.
Yeah, how you doing?
Sebastian Stan does not look for an escape route at all. Sitting across from Sharon Stone, he launches into a confession he has apparently been holding on to for years, long enough that the entire room understands this is no longer casual small talk. And just when Sebastian seems like the boldest person on the couch, Sharon throws one line back at him and completely flips the balance of power.
And you know, I've been meaning to tell you this for a while, but probably about 15 years. But you know, I feel like I've seen you all my life.
Would you bite me in the neck?
Oh my God. What'd you say?
Yahya Abdul-Mateen II only needs one sentence. No long fandom history, no attempt to soften it. He tells Julia Roberts that she was his first human crush. It lands somewhere between embarrassing and genuinely sweet, and because the confession is so short, there is absolutely nowhere for him to hide after saying it.
So you were my first human crush.
Megan Fox has no interest in being subtle either. Sitting in front of one of the people she once had a crush on, she calmly announces the 3 crushes she has had in her entire life. You could prepare a safe compliment for this situation, or you could do what Megan does. Put the person sitting across from you directly on the list and let him figure out how to respond.
Now,
Can I tell you something?
Yes, go right ahead.
I've had 3 crushes my whole life. Jon Stewart, Conan O'Brien, and you.
Oh.
And I just want to tell you.
Keke Palmer has already made her situation public knowledge. She says anyone following her on Twitter knows exactly where Michael Ealy sits in her personal rankings. By the time she says his name out loud, this is not a secret crush anymore. It feels more like a public declaration that the man being discussed now has to sit there and absorb in real time.
If you follow me on Twitter, you definitely know my number 1 crush in Michael. But he is too fine.
Margot Robbie does not volunteer anything. The host does it for her, bringing Harrison Ford into the conversation and announcing something she might have preferred to keep slightly less public. Margot is a massive fan. Being exposed while the person you admire is sitting right next to you leaves very few escape options, so all she can really do is admit how incredibly weird the whole situation feels.
She is an enormous Harrison Ford fan. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, I am. This is really weird.
That's why we separated you.
Yeah. Let's take that way.
Well, this is your intervention.
And sometimes losing it does not look like blushing or stammering. Sometimes your mouth simply starts moving faster than normal social protocol. Kelly Clarkson sees Cher, introduces herself, asks how she is doing, and then practically files a report explaining that she has been talking about Cher the entire time. A first meeting becomes a full fan letter compressed into a few seconds.
Cher, I just want to introduce you.
I'm Kelly Clarkson. Nice to meet you. Oh my God, how are you? I've never met you. I've been talking about you the whole time going, she's right behind me. Yeah.
Lily Singh takes an even more direct route. Standing in front of The Rock, she does not drag out the introduction or search for something clever to say. She goes straight to the one urgent need she has in that moment. She needs to hug this man. Sometimes your crush appears and your entire vocabulary gets reduced to one verb. Kristen Bell shows another kind of panic. She knows perfectly well that she is getting pulled into the moment and has absolutely no desire to escape. Around Jason Momoa, she describes herself as being caught in his web. It sounds like someone realizing she has completely lost control of the situation and deciding that maybe surrender is easier.
I'm sorry, I'm in his web. I'm in this. There's a lot of rhythm coming from over here.
Pink goes in the opposite direction. She explains that she once did not want to meet Johnny Depp at all, to the point that her husband had to make the encounter happen. That is the other strange thing about having a crush. Sometimes liking someone more does not make you want to walk toward them. It makes you more aware of all the bizarre things you might say once the distance disappears.
I didn't want to meet him. My husband made me meet him, which was so dumb.
Hailey Bieber gets an even harder situation to prepare for. Her crush appears through the phone in her hand. Her first response is not a greeting. It is a question about whether the video has been pre-recorded. When your immediate instinct is to verify that reality itself is legitimate, composure has probably already left the conversation.
Is this a pre-recorded video?
Not, I promise you.
Mark Wahlberg belongs to the group that definitely does not run out of words. Standing on stage with Jennifer Lopez, he has a very clear job: introduce the nominees, but his attention and his question quickly pull the presentation somewhere else. For some people, meeting a crush does not make them quieter. It makes them significantly bolder than the situation requires.
We're here to introduce the nominees for Best R&B Video.
And me included are wondering why you have that long jacket on and you're depriving us of all that shape. It's not a good thing.
I'm gonna get you later, you know that, right?
I hope so.
With Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt, what draws attention is how little actually needs to be said. It is only a brief exchange across a screen, but the way they address each other suddenly makes part of a table read sound like a private moment accidentally dropped into the middle of the program. Nobody has to announce that things feel charged for the audience to notice it.
Hi, Aniston.
Hi, Pitt.
How you doing? Good, honey. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Hi, Brad. You know how cute I always thought you were. I think you're so sexy.
Not every loss of composure happens on the actual day two people meet. Nicole Kidman sits across from Jimmy Fallon and tells him about a time when she was single and ended up being invited to his apartment. Jimmy only needs a few more details before he starts realizing that he may have misunderstood the entire evening. Years too late to fix it, but perfectly on time to be embarrassed about it on television.
Did I date Nicole Kidman? Did we
so
go
I
on a
go
date?
over though, and you're there in a baseball cap and like nothing.
Kelly Ripa has no intention of making things easy for Keanu Reeves. She does not just admit that she liked him. She arrives with an entire story about a life-size cardboard cutout of him in her dressing room. The longer the story goes, the less safe the conversation becomes, until the confession starts sounding like something that probably should have stayed locked inside a diary.
I was on a soap opera called All My Children, and I had a cardboard cutout, a life-size cardboard cutout of you. It's a fact. It's an actual fact. I got to take it to my dressing room. Sometimes I would have my way with it. There. I said, there.
Sandra Bullock proves a crush can interfere with things that are supposed to be completely professional. Talking about Keanu Reeves, she remembers him being so sweet and so handsome that staying serious while working became difficult. At that point, losing your composure is no longer a 5-second celebrity encounter. It starts leaking into the actual job you are trying to perform.
I think about how sweet Keanu Reeves was and how handsome he was. It was hard. It was really, it was hard for me to like really be serious. Like he would look at me and I'd be like,
Emma Stone has enough awards and red carpets behind her that you might assume another famous encounter would not overwhelm her. Then Leonardo DiCaprio is the person presenting the award. In her memory, it is not simply another actor walking toward her, it is Jack from Titanic. Suddenly, one of the most professional moments imaginable gets interrupted by the teenage version of her brain.
What was really nuts in my experience was that it was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, man. No, you can't be Leonardo DiCaprio.
Who is Jack from Titanic. It was just like walking up there and just like getting to be near him was really exciting.
Some people manage to look normal until the encounter is already over. One celebrity in the next story says she met Ed Sheeran at the VMAs and lasted roughly 3 minutes before she had to go to the bathroom and cry. The crush may already be out of frame, but her body apparently has only just started processing what happened.
The most embarrassing celebrity encounter I've had, I met Ed Sheeran once at the VMAs, and literally 3 minutes after I had to go to the bathroom and cry because I was so excited.
With Beyoncé, the remembered reaction becomes almost ceremonial. The person meeting her recalls Beyoncé taking her hands, then finding herself down on her knees and calling her my queen. There is no complicated flirting required. The gap between a famous person and the famous person I personally worship is enough to completely rearrange the hierarchy in your head.
There's nobody like seeing Beyonce. Took her hands and I got down on my knees and I was like, sorry to bother you, my queen. Like, who says that?
Celine Dion creates a different kind of overload because there is so much history attached to the moment. The speaker explains that it is their first time meeting Celine after years of listening to her in the car with their mom non-stop. When a voice that has lived inside family car rides for years suddenly becomes an actual person standing in front of you, fan starts feeling like a very small word.
This is almost too much for me.
Celine Dion was indeed. This is your first time meeting Celine?
My mom and I used to play Celine Dion in the car, like, non-stop.
Jennifer Lawrence seems particularly terrible at pretending to be normal around people she admires. After a huge professional moment, Jack Nicholson enters the frame and she instantly transforms from the person being interviewed into a frantic fan, thanking him, apologizing, and trying to understand what is happening. Jennifer's own fame turns out to be a surprisingly useless piece of armor.
Oh, you got a fan here.
Yeah, you're being really rude.
Good to see you.
I love to.
Oh my god, thank you. I loved all your movies.
And that is why the final moment belongs to her. This time, Jennifer spots Jeff Bridges nearby and decides to walk over herself. There is no host setting a trap and no surprise reveal. She chooses to approach him and has enough time to prepare. Then she opens her mouth, and whatever plan existed dissolves into apologies, excited reactions, and an extremely relatable attempt to retreat before the embarrassment gets any worse.
Hi.
Hey there.
I'm such a huge fan. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Good to see you.
Sorry, good to see you. I'm so sorry for interrupting you. There's cameras everywhere.
Maybe the funniest part is not who has a crush on whom. It is how useless fame becomes at exactly the wrong moment. Put someone in front of the person they have watched, listened to, or admired from a distance, and a celebrity can still talk too much, forget every prepared sentence, avoid the meeting entirely, ask for a hug and get rejected, or instantly turn back into an ordinary fan. After all the polished interviews and red carpets, these awkward little breakdowns are often the moments that make them feel the most human. Which celebrity lost it the hardest here? Drop your pick in the comments, and if you enjoy compilations like this, like and subscribe for the next one.